Hello dosto, welcome to my channel Language, Literature and Grammar, and today the topic of discussion is degree of comparison. As we all know that there are altogether 3 degrees of comparison: positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. So whenever there is a comparison between two things which are same, which are equal, there we have positive degree of comparison. Whenever we are comparing two things which are not equal, that is comparative degree of comparison. Whenever we are comparing one thing with more than two things, that is superlative degree of comparison. There are certain set of rules which we need to follow. So for positive degree of comparison, the sentence structure would be subject plus be form of verb. Be form of verb means is, am, are, was, were. All these words will come under be form of verb. So subject plus be form of verb, as plus adjective plus as plus object. Or in place of adjective, there could be adverb also. But if it is adverb, there will not be any be form of verb, there will be main verb. Adjective, the word which tells you more about the noun. Adverb, which tells you more about the adverb, more about the verb. So let us look at some of the examples. The first one is, my job is as interesting as yours. So I'm not telling that my job is better than yours or your job is better than mine. I'm telling that my job is as good as yours. So we are comparing two things which are equal. So my job is the subject, is the be form of verb, as interesting is the adjective, as yours becomes the object. Second example, his bike runs as fast as a race bike. Now here runs is the main verb, as fast, fast becomes the adverb as a race bike. Again we are comparing bike and race bike which runs equally fast. Third example, their television is as big as that one. Big is an adjective which is telling you more about the noun which is television. Thus, we have used be form of verb which is. Their television is as big as that one. So in order to identify if the sentence is a positive degree of comparison, you have to locate the word as. If there are words like as, an adjective, again as, the sentence is going to be positive degree of comparison. Comparative degree of comparison, the rule is subject plus be form of verb, adjective plus er, then plus object. And likewise, the way we discussed in the positive degree of comparison, if there is adverb, then do not use be form of verb, we'll be using main form of verb. So the word catch here is than. If you see that in adjective or in adverb, er is used and than is used, then the sentence is going to be comparative degree of comparison. Example, today is warmer than yesterday. So we are comparing two things which are not equal. We are comparing today and yesterday, and we are stating that the temperature of today was more than yesterday. So today is the subject, is be form of verb, warm adjective, I added er and than. So today is warmer than yesterday. Likewise, Sonu runs slower than Kittu. So runs is verb, slow is adverb, I added er and then I added than, and Kittu is object. Third example, this workout is easier than the last one. Again, catchword is than. Dave works harder than his sister. There are certain adjective and adverb in which you cannot add er. In such cases, you have to use the same rule, but you are going to use more. For example, the red rose is more beautiful than the white. So we cannot use the word like beautifuler. Therefore, I have used the word more. Other than that, the rule remains same. Beautiful is adjective, which is telling you more about the noun, which is rose. And thus, we have used be form of verb, which is. He speaks Hindi more frequently than I. Again, catch the word more frequently than. So it has to be comparative degree of comparison. Charminar is more impressive than Red Fort. There isn't any word like impressiver. Therefore, we have used the word more. He visits his friends more frequently than she does. Again, frequentlier is not a word, therefore we have used the word more. Superlative degree, same rule with the addition of be and verb, but here in the adjective we are going to use est and we are going to use the word the. For example, Satya is the tallest boy in the classroom. So nobody else is as tall as Satya. He is the tallest boy. So there is comparison of one person with the rest of the classroom. The word which you have to catch here to identify if the sentence is superlative or not are the and adjective plus est. So we have here the, tall is adjective and est makes it superlative. She works the hardest of all the employees in the office. Again, the hardest. Usain Bolt is the fastest athlete. Again, the fast est. There are certain adjective and adverb in which we cannot add est. In such situation, we are going to add most. For example, Crazy 4 was the most boring film I have ever seen. So I'm comparing a movie with the rest of the movies and I'm telling Crazy 4 is the most boring. Boringest is not the word, therefore we have used the word most. Khushi dances the most gracefully of all the participants. Now here is a chart which will help you in conversion from one degree of comparison to other degree of comparison. If in the positive degree you see the word no other, then in comparative degree you are going to change with the word than any other, or if you cannot add er to the adjective, then you are going to use more adjective than any other. You have to stick with the word any other. And in case of superlative, it will become the adjective plus est or adverb plus est, or the most adjective or adverb. So with no other, any other, and the will come. If in the positive degree of comparison you have very few, then in comparative degree you will have many other or most other. And in the superlative degree, it will become one of the. I'll show you some examples. For example, no other boy in his class is as clever as him. So if this is the statement, this is a positive degree of comparison whereby I'm stating that no other boy, none in the class is as clever as him. He is the most cleverest. So in comparative degree, we will write he is cleverer than any other boy in his class. Any other will come. And for superlative, he is the cleverest boy in his class. He is the only one who is the most clever. Next example, no other cricketer is as talented as Dhoni. So I'm comparing that Dhoni is the most talented. So in comparative degree, it will become Dhoni is more talented than any other cricketer. Superlative degree, Dhoni is the most talented cricketer. If in the positive degree, it begins with very few, like for example, very few students in the school are as talented as Shweta. So this statement shows that Shweta is not the only one who is talented. There are other people also who are as talented as Shweta. Therefore, the word is very few. So the number is less, but there are few people. Thus, in comparative degree, we are going to use Shweta is more talented than many other students in the school. So many other, she's talented than many other, but not everybody, not any other, many other. For superlative, it will become Shweta is one of the most talented students in the school. So she's one of the most, not the only one of the most. There are others also. So with very few, we are going to use many other and one of the most. Next example, very few tragedies of Shakespeare is as popular as Romeo and Juliet. Comparative degree, it will become Romeo and Juliet is more popular than many other tragedies of Shakespeare, and in superlative degree, it will become Romeo and Juliet is one of the most popular tragedies of Shakespeare. That's it, my friends. I hope you liked the video. Kindly subscribe and like the video. Wish you all the best. Thank you.